Getting a view of the day today. There goes Lisette. She's leaving me. She's leaving me. Alright, so just showing you what the day looks like. Today is November 15, 2013. Overcast. Dead with any energy movement. Nothing's happening. Take a look around. Again, and as a matter of fact, you know what I'm going to do? This is the best way to, because later on, as you can see right here, that says November 5th, or Friday, November 15th. Let's see if I can doggone it. There we go. 3:52, November 15th. Same cloudy sky, same everything, except now the wind's going to start building up dramatically, and then it will be very strong and kicking pretty good. You can probably feel it, not feel it, but hear it hitting the camera now. Okay, so it's going to pick up pretty strong, and then by the time I get down to that other area where I'm going to be doing the stuff, it's going to be flowing. Every last one of those leaves hit the ground. Oh, there's maybe one or two. That's unfortunate. Okay, so again, take a look around. Okay, here's the recent spot where I've been doing the new videos. So there's a hill all the way down there. Take a look. It's on a football field, and the school is way up there. So everything is surrounded by a hill. In other words, there's no way for me to plug in fans anywhere. There's no way for me to, and like I said before, that the energy was going to start building, so it's probably hitting the camera by now. Okay. But there's no place to do that here whatsoever. See? That's kind of like a little valley down there, and this is a football field. It says everything it needs to say right there. So now I'm breathing in the type of energy that I want here, as you can see now. Take a look. Okay, so I'm breathing it in. So I'm literally injecting the system with the amount of juice that I want. I am fortunately able, basically, almost to see in a computer-like process the exact amount that I want to put into the whole thing in the first place. So that is one of the reasons why it is so easy and so effective for me. It's something I've been developing for a long time, and it was also something that I was helped with and accelerated with when the situation I told you happened with the UFO. It's for real. It really happened. As you saw, the entire time there was no wind. Nothing had been developed. Just created and developed right in front of your eyes. I'm going to show you the time that has elapsed. It is now 3:58, November 15th. attention, giving attention to the plant life, showing it respect. Plant life is amazing stuff. I mean, you'd be surprised how much it views and how much it knows, how much it gets to see, what kind of behaviors it watches from people. And because all plant life is connected, they send signals all the time back and forth to each other. So literally, the plant life here can know exactly what's going on in Japan right now at this very moment because they're constantly sending signals. If you think of trees just like antenna, and you think about all the root structures and systems that are all interconnected with so many different things, you have a massive intelligence. And this massive intelligence knows how to communicate very well because, of course, it uses the sunlight. It uses the sunlight to reproduce. And so, this stuff sends signals. Everywhere you go in the earth, you're going to be known. If you've introduced yourself to the plant life, if you've introduced yourself to the universe, and if you introduce yourself to the animal life, it all communicates. So wherever you go all over the earth, the plants will always know who you are. Always. It's the same thing with the ocean. It's the same thing with the water. Everything out there, which is pretty much a singular consciousness, already knows you. So then, it'll just enact. It'll allow me to use the energy that comes off of it. Again, I've talked about this many times before in other videos. I cannot stress it enough. And this is the reason why I put certain videos out there and repeat certain things, and especially when it comes with the plant life, you really should talk with it. Just because you don't hear answers back doesn't mean you're not getting answers, okay? You'd be surprised what your subconscious can pick up. And secondly, when you get really good at this, you'll actually get the answers. You'll hear them talking right back to you, okay? And it's not just a subjective thing. Okay, now some people will convince themselves that they're hearing things going on that's not actually happening, but I can tell you for sure that I can hear what these guys say. Okay, and it's interesting because once you link yourself up with an intelligence like that, how do I put this? Once you've linked yourself up with that sort of an intelligence, and you can always communicate with it, and you realize how smart it truly is, it becomes this very interesting relationship with you that you have with it, because there's many times that you want to literally walk up to it in front of people and just start talking to it because you can hear everything that's going on, and then you sometimes forget that other people don't think of this stuff as that. They're blinded. They don't see what it is. They don't see what this stuff is capable of. Okay? I don't know if you've ever seen the movie The Happening. I want to tell you how powerful this stuff is. Almost every single plant on this planet comes equipped with a neurotoxin. And they know which neurotoxins are poisonous to us. I'm going to tell you right now, that can really happen. Okay? If they have to one day, they know how to enact their defense mechanisms. Okay? So as you just keep this in mind, as you keep chopping them down, thinking that you're being smart, building up all these condominiums and things that are going up everywhere, as you keep doing that, not only are you chopping out your oxygen supply, you're inadvertently making an enemy. It doesn't want to be your enemy, okay? But it will defend itself one day. The whole place will defend itself one day. So this will happen, okay? It's part of the reasons why these storms are getting crazier, okay? That's not just global warming. All these things are happening. The things that are happening on this planet, that's universal. That's solar stuff. That is in the cosmos. It's cosmic. Okay? It is going around and around and around out there. And they're pretty much, there's an intelligence that's trying to decide what to do with us. And I can tell you that for sure. I swear you can't write this stuff. It's true though. machine talking right now. There's an intelligence that's trying to decide what best to do with all of this. You know, it knows the people that are its benefactor, okay? And then it knows the people which are the majority, which is intentionally making itself an enemy for no reason whatsoever. Because the people here are just like a virus and don't know how to live in harmony with anything, so they have to consume everything in front of their path. And the thing is that the ecosystem that is a worldwide ecosystem is tired of being punished. Okay, so it's sending you all sorts of signs. Just recently a whale came ashore. I can't remember where it came ashore, but its body was completely stacked. Its stomach was stacked with plastics. A lot of our reefs are being destroyed. The phytoplankton are being destroyed. Okay, we lost quite a bit of the polar ice caps, which means eventually they're going to freeze back again. Okay, and that will cause an ice age, because essentially what's going to happen is the ocean levels will rise, and then eventually the freezing will occur. It's part of this planetary cycle. Okay, it's just part of the thing that has been going on here for a very long time. The other thing is the stuff that's occurring with all of the meteors, which a lot of it aren't meteors. Okay, the stuff that's occurring with the cosmic weather. You notice how everything is culminating at one time. It's still entails a process, so it's going through its little thing. But eventually, once that clock goes tick, and we haven't figured out when that clock finally ticks, boom, even though time is really an illusion, but the time itself, as far as our illusion of it, is running out pretty fast. Start off by holding my breath and doing it, and that wasn't as long as I could, but holding basically as long as I can, and then releasing very slowly, and then from that point, then I just go into the fullest capacity of my chest, and then I do a slow release. Okay? After doing that for, I don't know, a couple of minutes, I'll change up the pattern. Okay? Because the whole point is to continuously keep breathing in and breathing out until you can feel the system pumping up and down just like a bicycle pump. Okay? And after holding all of that in, then your energy has built up inside of you, and then all you have to do is release it. You can release it hard, slow, easy, whatever. You don't have to blast. You'll find that the artistry of all this comes with just complete and total harmonic flow. It is an art. Energy has almost become a generic phrase, because a lot of people use it, or at least use the term, but have never fully understood or been able to use that force, using the force as it is supposed to be used. I've heard a lot of people use the term energy who have never tapped it once. And there's a big, huge difference from being able to tap it to then being able to direct it properly. This stuff gets very, very, very detailed. I don't even need to add to that, but this stuff gets really detailed. Sky's the limit. Many of you have seen all this stuff before. Showing anything new. I want you to see something. Now this is the same day. This is November 15th. Let me see if this... Okay, take a look now. You see, remember all the gray, and it's still kind of gray, but funny thing is, now everything's starting to part and look beautiful. Everything. Okay, we took a gray, cloudy day, and now it's becoming fifth dimensional. Okay, remember how not only was it gray and cloudy, but there was no wind, it was stagnant. Look. Slowly fifth. That's right. This is all in your creation, folks. Look how pretty everything's becoming. I've picked up my stuff now. So this is the stuff. I'm getting ready to walk. This is the same area we've been at. Look at all this. And what do you want to bet when I come back out here in about 15 minutes, we're going to keep track of everything. It's going to even look trippier and better. This is what energy does. Okay, so you've got the evidence from the very beginning. I was giving you timestamps and everything, even though it was like really ghetto, but with my little iPhone. But take a look. Look how this place is changing now. It's going from that gray, nasty, horrible look, okay? It's going from all that, and look at the sky in the background there. It's going from all that to this, and it's just getting better and better. Look. This is how you create your fifth dimension. Okay, now let's take a look at what we're looking at right now. Oops. And all of a sudden we got all the birds coming in from the sky. Look. Look back here. Look what's happening. There weren't any birds before. See this? Look at this. Look above us. Remember when I said in that video that I like to have birds and animals when I'm building my fifth dimensional environment? That video was just a day ago. Yeah. This is a prime example of what I was talking to you about. And I want you to notice how many of these birds just keep coming in and taking direct paths. Take a look. You're watching it. This is my fifth dimensional reality that I just created while I was doing that energy movement. Again, we had nothing but a gray, nasty day. First, take a look here. You see all this sun that's now bursting through over the football field? That's the area where we were at, right over there. That's where I was doing the energy movement. Look at this. Look how the sun has burst through. There's my shadow right there. Look what has happened here. And notice when all the birds started coming. That's what was really amazing here in all of this.